Hi, everyone. Welcome to our session today. So today's session is on angels, and we will be talking about why the angels require us to do it. So what is the close interaction between the human kingdom and the angelic kingdom, and what makes the combination so powerful? Okay, so that's what we're going to talk about today. Okay, so as we discussed, today's topic is angels, healing angels. So obviously, we as healers, we are aware that when we do the Arhatic invocation or when we do Arhatic yoga, then Master helps us to invoke for the angels, right? And for those of us who have seen the other sessions that we have had, you're also aware of the presence of angels in different hierarchies. So for those of us who are new and are attending for the first time, just FYI, we have a couple of sessions on angels and we cover the angelic hierarchy in that as well. So there are many levels to the angelic hierarchy. So the angels that we're talking about right now are the angels of what we will call at the lower levels, lowest levels. These are also the angels that kind of are also like when you refer to the invocation, it's also when we request the spiritual helpers to help us or the angels. Okay, so there are many layers of angelic hierarchy, and the ones we are talking about are the healing angels. So the healing angels are and humanity work together for the evolution of both kingdoms, the angelic kingdom as well as the human kingdom. Okay. Now, the way this works, yesterday we were having a group discussion, and we had this discussion about, so if angels do a lot of the work, then the point is, why do they need humans? Like, why don't they just do what they have to do? Right. So I thought that was a very interesting perspective. So the perspective is that as we are evolving, the angelic kingdom is also evolving. They are also evolving slowly by the tasks that they are given and the tasks that they accomplish. Now, angels are attracted when we have positive emotions. When we have negative emotions, then the angels tend to just kind of like, slowly go away. So which is something you may have noticed generally in life also, is that if you if you have a lot of negativity in yourself, or if we are angry, let's say for example that we don't have a lot of negativity, but let's say one day we get angry, what happens? All our family members, all our friends, everybody's like, okay, today don't talk to Sheetal, she's angry, she's just going to blow up, right? So just similarly has how people who we live with start to slowly just just remain quiet and like kind of sit there in a corner and wait for our temper to come down, and then once we are normal again, then they'll come back, right? So it's the similar thing with angels. They are put off by negative energy, and so what happens is that they tend to go away. So if we want more angels to help us, it becomes more and more important to remain positive. So let's say for example, if someone is doing something which deserves a scolding, or you're making me very angry kind of situation, then one of the things that we can also do is we can be like, okay, I'm getting angry by what this person is saying, but he's also learning. So evolution involves mistakes, and this person is also evolving. So what can I say to this person that will help them to evolve further? Okay, so can I be helpful? Can I say something that will be a good piece of advice? What can I really do? Okay, so that's one approach. Now, as far as the angels are concerned, what happens is that when we raise our hands in blessing position, this is when we do the twin hearts meditation, and we raise our hands in blessing position, we are actually streaming energy, or letting energy flow through us, flow through our crown, flow through our entire system, and we are expressing that energy from our hands. Now the angels take that energy, that positive energy that has been generated by us, and they take it and they kind of not exactly deliver, but yeah, they kind of take it to the person to whom it's intended. Okay, so now when we're doing the twin hearts meditation and we raise our hands in blessing position, and we have this huge aura and we are blessing the entire earth, then what's happening is that we are generating a lot of energy. The angels are taking that energy and they're taking it to the people for whom it is intended. So if it's intended for the entire earth, then they're taking it to the entire earth. If we are blessing certain parts of the earth, then it goes to that part of the earth. Okay, so why is that important? So the question was, why do the angels need us for this? Why can't they just kind of do it themselves, right? Okay, so what happens is that when we generate this particular energy, then the angels take it and they do something. So just like the human body requires food, and our food comes mainly from solar prana, in the form of whatever we eat. So if we are eating plants, then it's the form of concretized solar prana. If we are eating animals, if we are, that's okay, then it's coming from the concretized energy that they have eaten from plants. Okay, so ultimately it's solar prana. So that is our food. So for angels, the energy generated by humans is the food. Okay, so this is the key point of this entire discussion that we've had so far, is that the angels eat the food, which is good energy, which is generated by humans. So then the question is, why can't they just generate the energy? Okay, because angels do not have the ability to think. This is again, we are talking about, the healing angels, the what we call is the lowest level of angels. Okay, so we're talking about that category of angels. We are not talking about archangels or seraphims or cherubims or all of that. Just want to be very clear, we're talking about the healing angels. We're talking about the angels that help humans. So they don't have the ability to think, but they have the ability to feel. And this is something that we discussed yesterday with co-practitioners, that basically they cannot think, they can feel, and they can follow instructions. So what happens is that when we as humans, when we raise our hands and we bless the planet Earth, and we say, may Mother Earth be blessed, may all the negative emotions be transmuted, the task of the angel is to take that negative energy, to change the form of that energy, and to send it to the earth or to wherever else it is required. So, in our meditation, we also say that if people are depressed, then we bless them. If people are sad, sometimes Master also mentions people who have lost their job, for example. So if you are sending blessing energy to people who have lost their job, then the angels are actually taking the energy, making it into a positive, let's say, bubble of hope or something like that. And they are taking it to that person's aura, and they are discharging the energy in that person's aura, which is what creates the hope in that person who is, let's say, for example, looking for a job or whatever it is. Okay, so that was the question. So the question was that we are trying to answer is, why do the angels need humans? And I hope that the answer is somewhat clear, and I hope it's interesting, and I hope it's helpful, because ultimately the idea is that if we are aware, sometimes we just say like, okay, I wish, I invoke my angel of healing. Okay, you invoke your angel of healing, but where is the angel of healing going to get their energy from? It's going to get the angel of the energy from us. So I hope that helps us to understand how powerful the Twin Hearts meditation is, and how powerful most of the AY meditations are, Arhatic yoga meditations, including this one that we're going to do, the archangel meditation, for example, because it helps us become a channel, humans to become a channel, to allow the energy to flow, to generate the energy that the angels are going to take, use, and make into forms. Okay, there's another aspect that I wanted to discuss, which is that the angels actually create the form. So how do they create the form? They create the form by using the energy that we generate. Okay, so they are the form creators, they are the healing creators. But how do they create that healing energy? How do they create that healing? They create the healing through the energy that we have received as channels from the Supreme God, from all the great gurus. We have put it out from our hands, and the angels take it and they manifest the healing. Let's close our eyes, connect the tongue to the palate, inhale and exhale slowly. Let's be aware of the angels. So, with that awareness that the angels require the energy that we generate, let's be aware of our crown, let's be aware of our heart. Let's raise our hands in blessing position. Let's visualize the earth in front of us. Let's bless the Mother Earth with freedom from the COVID-19 virus. Let's bless Mother Earth with prosperity, great relationships, good health, and spirituality. And now let's also bless our own financial targets, our relationship targets, our health targets, and our spiritual targets. Bless the entire planet Earth. Let's bless our own targets. Let's bless all the people who have requested us for healing, who have requested us for blessings. Remember, we are channels. We are not the source necessarily of the blessings, but we have a role to play in how that manifests, how that reaches Mother Earth, and how that is used by the angels. So, for those of us who are here in Hindi, I'm just going to do a short translation. So, जो देवता हैं वो हमारे हाथों से निकली हुई ऊर्जा को इस्तेमाल करके उससे हीलिंग या ब्लेसिंग या किसी भी इच्छा को पूरी करने की जो शक्ति है वो हमारे हाथों से जो एनर्जी निकलती है उसका इस्तेमाल करके वो लोग करते हैं। तो हम लोग और देवा किंगडम जिसको बोलते हैं देवता और हम साथ मिल करके पृथ्वी को चेंज कर सकते हैं, पृथ्वी को सुधार सकते हैं, उसका स्वास्थ्य इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं। सो दैट्स व्हाट वी आर डूइंग। Okay, let's also bless anything else that we'd like to. Let's bless our homes, अपने घरों को, अपने कारोबार को. Let's bless our homes, our businesses, our workplace with divine light, with lots of prosperity. Prosperity in the form of good health, good relations, and of course, finances. Inhale and exhale. So, another beautiful thing that came up yesterday in our discussion was the fact that sometimes once we get into pranic healing, we forget how much better things are. So, for example, you know, previously, how many times did we have accidents? Or previously, how many times did we fall sick? Or did someone in the house fall sick? And for those of us who are practicing regularly, you may notice that the number of accidents that you've had has come down. The number of instances of sickness in the house has also come down. The number of instances when you lose something, previously I would be losing things left, right, and center. Like I'd lose a pen, I'd lose a book, I'd lose this, I'd lose jewelry, something or the other would keep getting lost, my clothes, for example. And now I notice that not a lot of things get lost. So, those are also forms of prosperity, right? Both in terms of stress and also in terms of just being able to take better care of what we have. So, for those of us who have been in the school for a while and who have been practicing for a while, do reflect on that because, being grateful is also quite important, right? Yeah. And yeah, I know there's a really nice halo behind me, but honestly, that I have yet to build that kind of halo internally. Right now, it's just the light. So I would love to have a halo like that, but right now, it's just the light. Okay, so thank you so much for joining, and we'll see you soon. And it's good to remain humble and it's good to remain truthful. So thank you so much for joining, and we will see you soon at our next session. So that's it. And once again, if you have any questions, you can just post them on the chat, and we will try to incorporate them in our sessions as soon as possible. Okay. Okay. See you. Bye.